Hello, it's me again. I'm wearing this. I don't tend to wear it in public, and this is public actually, so that's probably silly. I wore it. My mum says it looks nice. I had a little chat with her this morning, but it's not one that I would wear usually out and about. But here it is for all to see. It's all right, I suppose. Just a little bit busy for me. Anyway, how is everyone? Are you all really good? Have you had a good week? Is everything amazing? 2 people already. Hello, 2 people. Yes, well, my week's been busy, but because I'm like working all week. Hello, BJ. Hello, Keris. Because I'm working all week, I'm so tired at the weekend that I just tend to just sit here and just go all weekend like a dead thing. Hello, Midlands Go. 3 whole people. Whoa, it's amazing. So, yeah, great. So what have I done this weekend? Nothing. I went out with somebody and had some fruit juice this morning. No, this afternoon. Oh, I'm losing track of time. And then we went for a drive in the country, which yes, I'm missing Doctor Who too. This is timed this way because it was traditionally after the Doctor Who that was being shown. But we don't have any Doctor Who this year. We don't have any more Doctor Who until next year now. Boo! But I've been doing these live streams at this time most weeks anyway. Been to Chester Pride. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah, I went for a drive in the country and because this is London, but it's near the country. So we kept driving, and then we went through, and I went through Potter's Bar, ooh, the magic, and some other places, and we went up something that was Roman Road in Roman times, but is now just a road, and we went past, I went all the way to St Albans. We didn't stop. We just went up the road, got stuck in a traffic jam behind a bus and then came back again. So that was exciting. Wow. I kept thinking, ooh, if only there are any ruined castles or anything really exciting here. But there wasn't anything really exciting. There's a few mock Tudor thingies. Hello, Boheme. A few mock Tudor sort of edifices, houses, and there were a few things that might once have been pubs but are now like fix your tyres here quickly places, and vets, things like that. Sorry, get my hair out. This is to keep it tidy, but it just pulls it, and it's awkward. So that's where I've been, drinking fruit juice and being up the road. Yes, the Hannah Montana wig thing. I've still got that wig somewhere. That's because that was from Woolworths back in the day when Woolworths was still a thing in Britain, and you could have Woolworths were on every high street, and they were great, but it was a bit grim by that time. It was a little bit before they announced it was closing, but you could see that they really weren't what they were, because it used to be that they were a magical palace of wonder and amazing stuff. Have I got a long tail? No. And and but now it's yeah, now it's gone. But there is in the vacuum of the Woolworths is in a lot of places Wilko, which is a completely different. Wilkinson's completely different, but similar in a way, and it's taken the vacuum that was Woolworths, but not quite the same. It's like Woolworths used to have everything in it, and it was just wow, look at that thing. And they had a record department back when you could get records, real records that were physical things that you could hold. I can't even play anything like that anymore. I almost bought a DVD the other week, but it was only because it had free MP3s with it, because I can't actually play DVDs anymore. I don't have anything to play them on. I can't play them on my computer because the newest one I've got, the laptop, did not come with a DVD thing. Woolworths, do you think? Oh, I did like Woolworths. I used to enjoy Woolworths because they used to have that, well, not because, but one of the things I used to like about it is they used to have amazing adverts at Christmas time. And everyone, this is really weird, that really, but in Britain, we would look forward. Yes, YouTube recommends a 2006 video from you because my 2006 videos are awesome. Anyway, other awesome things were the Woolworths Christmas adverts, which we used to look forward to being weird in Britain. Every year we used to really... Did he? Oh, that's it. Gas bought the... Oh, that's cool. Anyway, they used to have amazing things, and they used to have people that were like... I don't know. The only person I can think of that was in a Woolworths advert was Don Estelle. and Windsor Davies, and I might have got that wrong, but they were big celebrities like Barbara Windsor, people like that. Oh, I see, that confused me. Barbara Windsor and people like that, big celebrities in Britain. But if you're not in Britain, you got no idea who these people are. But they were massive people, massive stars, all the TV stars from days of yore. Benny Hill? No, I don't think he was in one. Benny Hill's more famous everywhere else than he is in Britain, really, these days, probably, isn't he? I haven't seen. Benny Hill has not been on the television for probably 20 or 30 years. I mean, mostly because he's dead, but because they don't really repeat those over here in the way that I know that they do abroad, because they got sold everywhere else, but they didn't really repeat them over here. So Benny Hill's probably bigger in, I don't know, America than he is in Britain. But, there you go. It's the same with Jerry Lewis in France, isn't it? Jerry Lewis is much more famous and well respected in France and probably in England than he was in America. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe nobody. Yes, you've got DVDs of Benny Hill. Well, I wouldn't be able to play those not having a DVD player anymore. Were you? Oh, so that's the thing with comedians. I remember that I was in a holiday in Austria when Eric Morecambe died, because was it? I know that when we came back, the papers were all talking about how he died on stage, and it was like, no, poor Eric Morecambe. I might have got that wrong. I say things, and then I look at the actual dates and I go, well, that can't have been. I've misremembered it. My mum's always saying I must be living in a different parallel universe, or I'm like that I had a previous life or something, because I'm always saying things definitely happened in a time, and I'm linking it with things, and in my head I definitely link it with something that happened, and then I look it up and it's not that at all. Ridiculous. Hello Ollie. So lots of people here. Yay, we're having a party. Woo woo woo. Oh my god, Tommy Cooper. Not Benny. No, I didn't say Benny Hill. I said Eric Morecambe. Tommy Cooper died on stage. Eric Morecambe died just off stage. A few people died on stage. I saw on because I've got not a Netflix, an Amazon trial. So I saw Stan and Ollie yesterday, which I hadn't seen. That was quite good. It was touching and moving, and I thought they did a really good job of being Stan and Ollie. John C. Riley is that his name, and Steve Coogan. Oh, that's all right, Ollie. Life gets in the way. I'm no ill will. It's always nice to see anyone here. I'm always surprised, and I'm very grateful for all of you. Yes, comedians, of course, like comedians that don't do very well on stage. It says comedian, they died on stage, but yeah, that what reminded me of that is that there's a scene which obviously happened in real life where Oliver Hardy had a heart attack just before judging a holiday princess competition. So, but he did not die. Fortunately, he lived for another 4 years after the events of the film. It's not the real people, obviously, but he died in 1957, and the film was set in 1953. So it was nice that he lived a little bit longer, but they never worked again. Stan, and it's sad because you're watching this film about these comedy legends, and they're really, really famous, and everyone, well, maybe not everybody does know who Laurel and Hardy are. I don't know whether they do they? Because they used to when I was a kid. They used to show, which was long after they died, obviously, but they used to show them all the time. They used to show Laurel and Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, Harold Lloyd, and Buster Keaton films all the time on BBC Two, and they have not shown those for years, which is a terrible shame because they were amazing. I mean, Harold Lloyd especially. Hooray for Harold Lloyd. Obviously, that theme tune wasn't in it when it was originally shown when they were in the was it the 20s and the early 30s. But Laurel and Hardy, I used to watch all the time. I used to come home from school and watch Laurel and Hardy, and they were on all of the time. There's millions of them. They made like 570 films. Something like that. That's a guess. They probably didn't make that many. They made lots. Harold Lloyd's good. Charlie Chaplin, no. Charlie Chaplin is not. Some of the Charlie Chaplins I really like. I like Charlie Chaplin's talkies more than I do. Mr. The one where he plays a murderer ish. Ooh, and Limelight, and obviously The Great Dictator. How many wigs do I own? Many wigs, but I haven't watched them for a long time. Buster Keaton too, yes, I did like Buster Keaton. Buster Keaton was really, undisputably a wonderful performer. Although I say undisputably, because it's all subjective. Some people think somebody's amazing and other people think the same person's terrible. So, am I down to two people, or is that just showing it? Has everyone drifted away from me? I'm sorry. Talking about dead comedians, I suppose that's inevitable that that would happen. But thank you for the people that are still here. All two of you. Is it only two of you? Oh, that means I've lost quite a few. That's a shame. Much like Woolworths and all these dead comedians. Yeah, it's not great talking about dead comedians, is it? Yes. Yes, I've lost all them. Did you hear about the Judoon? Oh, I didn't hear about the Judoon returning to Doctor Who. That's pretty cool. Doctor Who, when is that back? Is that back in it looks like I've actually got three people, so I think it's mistelling. It's not telling me right. It says two, but I can see three. Rhinos, they are a bit like rhinos, yeah. 2020. Just, see, three people. Blum, blum, blum. That's three people just commenting, and it says two. Unbelievable. Jadoon on the moon. Yes, that was good. It is lying because there's four of you. Completely lying. There's definitely something up here. Something's amiss. Something's afoot. Yes, spring, I think. Spring. What? Spring is what? Spring is when Doctor Who is back. I have to sort of recap on what I've just said. Spring. Spring is when Doctor. That's a long time. That's a very long time. I don't know what's happening then. Who knows what will be happening in the world? Who knows? Don't know what's going to be happening in 2 weeks. In a month. At the end of January. Did they fall out with each other, Doctor Who? What, all the Doctor Who's? Did all the Doctors fall out with each other, you mean? Or some people didn't like the last series, but I thought it was awesome. I did prefer the series before because I thought Bill Potts was the perfect companion, and I was quite sad to see her go. I obviously like Peter Capaldi, but I did like the last series. It was a bit sort of Doctor Who liked. It was a bit maybe childish for my liking, but the actual Doctor was pretty cool. I think there was probably yeah, I liked Jodie Whittaker was great. I think there was slightly too many companions. I liked all the companions, but there were so many of them that they didn't really have time to do much. They just sort of hang around and go, whose turn is it now to be a companion? Let's just sort of wait in the TARDIS until they've done some stuff, and then is it my turn to say something? Yeah. Ooh. So, but the one that played Grace, Yaswal, yeah, she didn't do very much, which is a shame. She was good, but she didn't have any chance to do anything really. But the one that played Grace, that was only in it for like one and a bit episodes. I've seen her in loads of things now since then. I went to see Bradley Walsh. Yeah, I went to see her. Sorry, people are messaging me from all over the place. I went to see her in, what's it called? I can't remember. Is it Caroline or Change? Is that what it's called? Caroline or Change, which is a very good musical where she plays a housekeeper for a rich family in like the 60s, who feel really guilty about having a housekeeper, and then sort of they let her keep all the loose change that the son of the house has left in their pockets. So the son decides that he wants to give Caroline lots of money, so leaves all his change in the pockets. Because I mean, if it goes in the washing machine, it'll ruin it. So it's a punishment for him. But he's like, yes, I'm going to give her all my money. But she obviously feels really terrible about this and doesn't want to take their money. But in the end, has to take their money because for some reason I can't remember. So it's really good, and it's a good musical, and it was worth seeing. And I've seen her in loads of other things too. She's a really good singer. I can't remember what her name is now. Something, something, something. She's got an extra middle name or initial. Oh, terrible. I can't remember what any of these actors' names are except for Bradley Walsh. And that's only because they all went on about Bradley Walsh, isn't it? Bradley Walsh, take or leave him. He was all right, in the same way that Donna Noble was all right as a companion, really. Peter Maxwell Jones, no, that's not what her name was. I don't think. No, she definitely, yeah, the person that played Grace definitely wasn't called Peter Maxwell Jones. I don't think. Who's Peter Maxwell Jones? Anyway, I would remember. Is she American? Anyway, she's good. She's a good actress. Not Peter Maxwell Jones. I don't know who he is. He's probably somebody really famous, and I'm just like, oh, what? So what else have I been up to? Yesterday I did nothing. I went to Aldi and bought some. I don't know, what did I buy? I can't even remember what I bought. Some coffee. I'm a bit worried about this whole Brexit thing. So I thought I'd get a load of coffee just in case we can't get coffee and it's on rations or something. I know that's ridiculous. Is it though? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to think because I don't know whether it's going to happen or not. I mean, presumably it will, but who knows? And then if there's no coffee available, I don't know how I'm going to live. We'd be like barbarians scrabbling around for the coffee. I don't know. Oh, one thing that's happened is my back garden is full of spiders. And I don't know whether you like spiders. I do like spiders. A cordless screwdriver, that's like a sonic screwdriver, really. Only, yeah, you can go around pretending. That's cool. My, no, it's hey, I've got spiders anyway. So my whole garden is full of spiders. It is really full, so I wouldn't be able to get from one side to the other because it's covered in spiders' webs. Like it's a bit like an episode of Doctor Who, really, with all spiders' webs everywhere and really big spiders, massive spiders. There's a lot of spiders in Doctor Who, really. Planet of the Spiders, other spiders. There's spiders. Yeah, it's a constant thing. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, companions. Losing my track. I'll get back to it. It's all right. Yeah. Pontypool. Randomly, my mum says that there's going to be 2 art centres starting. 2. Amazing. 2. So I don't know whether I can go back there and do some sort of arty farty thing. Maybe start a theatre company. That'll be cool. Yeah. My flatmate, who's English, said, what if they close the borders of Wales? I don't think it's going to happen. And they won't let you out. And if you're from Wales, you have to go to... Would you stay in England or would you go back to Wales if they close the borders? It's like, obviously I'll go back to Wales. Of course I would, because that's where my family is, really. And I would be able to visit them if they brought them... And it's not going to happen, I hope. But I have... been learning the Welsh just in case it does happen, and it goes very, very Welsh in Wales. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen now? I certainly don't. I'm going to sneeze. That's what's going to happen. Oh, I don't think I've sneezed on camera before, but now I have. Wow, first for everything. So I don't know. That's going to be terrible. I look awful. It's the light. I'm going to go down the light. Bless you. Thank you very much. Oh, look. It's much better down here. Oh, I look much nicer in this light. That's much nicer, isn't it? Yeah, I was all in the shadows. Unpleasant shadows. Oh, I look lovely. I have got a cold coming, though, so that's not good. Yeah, someone in work last week, I had a terrible headache, and they said, oh, you shouldn't be in here with a headache. You should go home and rest. It's like, I can't do that because I'm not going to get sick pay, so I have to come into work. Come rain, come shine. Come shine. Or I've gone all sort of weird, like Middle Englishy. Wales has free medical prescriptions. It does, and so does Scotland, but England does not. So I would definitely be better off in Wales if I came down with a cold, which... Yeah, and also, wouldn't matter if I had to have a day off work because I could go home at the moment and stay, and my mum would make me like soup and stuff and tea, so that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't appreciate Wales when I was there. I was there for ages, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get out of this place. I'm gonna go live in that there London, and maybe I don't know. I don't know whether it's time to go back or not. I don't know what there is there really for me, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, somebody said, somebody I know was saying that when they retire, and I said, oh, I don't think I could ever retire. And they said, well, to be honest, you've already retired, haven't you? I'm like, yeah, all right. So I don't know. Life is long and life is also short at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Very, I know. I thought that too. It's like, what? I've got loads of stuff in me. Although, saying that, I released a novel on Amazon 2 weeks ago. Who bought it so far? Anyone? No. May as well not have. High temperature in my device again. I've gone back to the freezer. I've got... There you go. Singing. Yes, something about singing. There. 50p in the meter. It's not so much that. Look, that's... Now I've got some frozen... It's high temperature in my device, so after 20 minutes it goes. I just put some frozen sweet corn on the back of it. It seems to have. So I just need to do that from now on. Start off with the frozen sweet. It's going to be defrosted by the time I'm there. No, anyway, so I've got a cold and I'm all sniffly now. So my selfie stick's gone in the freezer because I'm thinking that was probably making it slightly. I don't know why it would make it hot. Anyway, so yeah. So, this is, you know, me in the freezer. I'm living in the freezer. There's the freezer. You can see it, my selfie stick. And it's my hand. And, yeah, it's nice and cold. So I'm back to one person. I don't know whether that is true, whether everyone's gone now. Because I... just under the stairs here. It's nice. This is how I ended the last one. Lies. What's lies? What's lies? I definitely am in the freezer. The freezer is here. You can see this. I didn't mean to do that. I just dropped it in the freezer. There's more than one of us. Oh, I see. You are. There is more than one of you. I see. I thought you were telling me that I was lying that I was in the freezer. I definitely am in the freezer here. I've almost got some Brussels sprouts. Nice. What else is in here? Oh, my flatmate got some no sausage vegan sausage rolls, which I can't eat because they've got wheat in them. But they've got no sausages in them. Some gluten-free bread. What have I eaten? Oh, I thought I'd eaten my my dairy-free ice cream, but I think I put it in the other freezer, in the fridge freezer. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. No way of knowing how this is gonna hold out. Bit awkward sort of having to rest on the side of the freezer every time I want to do a video. Probably going to have to think this through a little bit. I know that you can get things to keep things cool because ages ago when I was a journalist, I twice I interviewed one of the guys from the Lone Gunmen, which the X-Files. They did a spin-off of the Lone Gunmen. What's his name? Tom. I don't know what his name was. The blonde one with the glasses. I interviewed him on the phone. I interviewed two of the Lone Gunmen that time. But I met him. This is a relevant story actually. It doesn't sound like it is, but it's to do with the heating up because I met him in London. Then he actually came here, and yes, he had invented a cooling gel pillow thing that you could put on the bottom of a laptop to stop overheating. And I thought at the time, because I'd never actually had a computer that overheated because I didn't have a laptop at that point, I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. But he kept trying to sell it. He actually, even though the interview was about the TV series, he really, really wanted to sell this this cooling gel pack, and that was the main reason that he was there, really. So he was going. So there is a cooling gel pack invented by an actor that played a conspiracy theorist in the X-Files. I'm sure there's more on the market, but I think at the time that was probably one of the first. But he was an innovator, yes, a pioneer in the cooling gel pack business. But who needs that when you've got frozen sweet corn, really? JML, that's where you got them. Yeah, his name wasn't JML. His name was, I know JML is the Wilkinson's, as we were talking about. Yeah, what you can get in Wilkinson's. JML products. Yes, this is not an advert for them. Other products are available, obviously, but they do make quite a lot. Used to be a Remington back in the day, like the Remington shaver and Remington pens and the Remington other gadgets and stuff like that. But yeah, JML's very much like that. Oh, there's other, yeah. There was, I think they used to advertise a thing where you could just get just shave off the little the bobbles that come on Remington Steel, different Remington, where you shave off the bobbles that you get on jumpers, which is a bit silly really, because all that really is doing is making there be less material in your jumper. Really, there should have been a way to sort of sew it back in so that it was a stronger jumper, because if you've cut off all the bobbles, then surely they will get all frayed. But I mean, my stuff is anyway. Yeah, people in work keep saying, why have you got holes in all your stuff? And I'm like, I haven't. And then I look and I have, because I've got moths. Can't get rid of moths. Moths in the freezer. That would probably destroy moths if you put all your clothes in the freezer. I think that is that's a big tip, top tip. If you put all your clothes in your freezer, or you put all the moths in the freezer, or you just go in the freezer and sleep in the freezer, you definitely won't have moths, because you will be frozen to death if that happens. Don't do that. But I think if you put, also, getting rid of chewing gum off clothes, put them in the freezer, then you can get the chewing gum off. And probably bobbles too. Probably the bobbles in, I don't know what I'm going on about. I think I'm getting frostbite in my head from being in the freezer. That's probably what it is. So on that note, I should probably try and cool this thing down in some other way other than the frozen sweet corn. So I will see you again next week. I'll see whether I can get another video up. All 4 of you here, thank you very much. Although that might be a lie. There might be hundreds, thousands, millions. Oh, as I was saying before, I overheated. I'm not quite gone yet. As I was saying before I overheated, there are books. My books are available on Amazon. You should buy them, because nobody else has. No, somebody has. Somebody's bought the first one, and then obviously nobody wants. It would be really nice if people bought my books. I don't know. That's not a really good reason for people to buy them, to be nice to people. I mean, they have to be thrilling. But who knows whether they're amazing and brilliant, and whether they would catch on and everyone would think they're amazing. Because nobody's read them. Nobody seems to want to read them. And maybe if like 1 or 2 people read them, yes, that's the first one. If 1 or 2 people read them, it's a series. I've written other ones, but I haven't released them yet because I'm holding back for like a proper publisher and sort of publicity so that I can actually sell them, which is probably a good idea. But I thought I'd best release this one because it's sort of, no, I haven't sent them anywhere. I haven't told anyone about them. This is probably the problems. I haven't told anyone about these books. But the last one it's in the series. It's sort of semi-series. It's Over the Underground, Paley Loitering, and then this one, which is called Sent Out for Green Caviar. They're all linked in a way, like if you've read any I can't remember the name of the guy. Brett I want to say Brett Kavanaugh. That's not his name. I'm still here. Sorry that I said that I was gone and I'm still here. Brett Ellis. No. Oh, I can't remember his name. The guy that wrote American Psycho. Tesco Caviar. Yeah. Anyway, I've gone completely blank. Anyway, they're sort of linked, but they're not. Yeah, I'm really selling them well. You see the problem. I thought I'd better release it because it's time sensitive. I started writing it about 2 years ago, around the time just after the Brexit thing, and then just before Donald Trump got in, and there's got sort of references to that as like a sort of worst case scenario of what's going to happen in the next couple of years, but it's based around these characters, and it's also got like creepy Bulgarian spirits and just weird things happening and cults, and just, if you've read the first one, you know the sort of thing that I'd be writing about. But I think it's worth reading, and it's a sort of allegory of Brexit and what's happening in the world at the moment, but not really, because it's not it's not what actually has happened. It's just like, oh, imagine it's a sort of dystopian society, like how it could go. Anyway, maybe somebody will buy it. Maybe I'll put it on for free, and then not even not even people will get it. What am I saying? People won't even get it for free. 5 watching, that's a good 5 people that potentially could get my it's an ebook, so it's really cheap as well. It's not like hundreds of pounds. It's only like £2.99. That's nothing. £2.99. That's really cheap. Anyway, I should go. It's probably not even that, because it's $3 in American, which is not £2.99. It's nothing money. All right, I'm going to go now. Really this time. So I will see you. I will escape from the freezer. Escape from the freezer. My next big blockbuster. Yeah, they sell so well. I did actually sell loads of Over the Underground though. It's just, I'm not good at publicising. As you can see, this is me publicising. Terrible. All right then. Bye bye. Bye bye.